Look a bit different now, as we are 31 games deep into this season. How is it going to end? Today could be pivotal on which side of the table we fall into. Do we strive for that top half, or do we crumble into the bottom half? It's all to decide here. Or is it? It might be a bit longer, but I think today's vital as welcome back, guys, to episode number 7. There we go, of season number 4. That's an easier one of this Grimsby. Excuse me, guys. Really bad gas right there. To this Grimsby town, Grimsby to glory. Save FIFA 23, as that's been a weird intro. I must say, I've had cleaner ones. As we'll also get onto the main bit, of course. Before I show you that though, the standings that is, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you've seen the previous ones if you haven't already, and make sure you smash the like button. It's completely free. We are almost at 8.2, which is sensational that we've got there that quick. And let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, guys. Really good series. As you can see, we are 10th, so it is banging, well, actually not banging mid-table. It would be if we were in the Premier League, but we're not yet. And how's it going to go for us today? Because we can get into the top couple. You can see it's only a 3-point gap between us and Middlesbrough. Of course, goal difference is huge. And then the bottom of the table, Reading in the relegation, 29 points. I think we're a little bit clearer than that. We are 19 points clear of relegation, which is perfect. Really, really good. But of course, nothing guaranteed so far, as I'm going to show you the calendar as well. We have Derby County. We have Middlesbrough. What a vital game that one is. As then we're away at Oakwell for Barnsley. Then we have Norwich, Stoke and Birmingham. Very, very risky. I think we've got to play Norwich, Stoke and Middlesbrough today. They are the games we really want to win. But of course we want to win them all. But them ones desired if we're going to be up there. Trying to be in a positive mindset going into today, as scout reports coming back, and Tommy Shepherd almost back from injury. That's good. One of the youth players, as Sorensen, player of the month, as Derby up first. They're in the relegation zone as it stands. Need to get this team right, as I think it mostly is. I don't really see any changes I'd make. Of course, we brought Goodwin back. He's on the bench now. Ines Cameron unfortunately leaving us, but I think it really had to happen. Pritchard playing very well at the moment, as Eccles training to be a centre-back. I really do think he can do that role. And then it gives Pritchard the opportunity to go at any full-back, as we made a huge signing in the middle of the park. Absolutely dominant in Alex Mowat, with Severco as well, as the team is. Also, Coyle, Godwin, that man Marin, Scales and Gleno with Alex Mowat, and Fisayo Delibashiro. What a deadly partnership in the middle that is, with Reggie Stone just in front, Liam Cullen and Liam Cox up front. Of course, we call him Dan usually. Hopefully, we can get a win here against Derby with an improved midfield and defence. I've got faith we can beat them this time round, as we do. By the skin of his teeth, it's Stretton. Dan Cox actually getting 2 goals. Love that from Cox. He doesn't usually score. Cullen making it 3. And Barkusen with a little bit late pressure, but not enough. As you can see, the confidence rating quite low after that. I just checked 63. Oh, I don't like the look of that one, as Cox has developed well. He's gone to 70 rated now. He's actually a top rated striker, and I kind of don't believe that, because it hasn't been cracking. Not really at all, as where are we in the league now? 8th. I think Middlesbrough must have gone up a little bit in the world. Yes, 54 points. They'll just be above Norwich. This little clash here is a big stepping stone for this season, you know, because it can project us up the league if we get a win at the Riverside away from home. And it's got to be the same team. Them 2 scorers, both are strikers. Godwin's now up a rating. I'm trusting the boys. The ratings are going up as well. I love to see it. There's only 3 players now under the rating of 70. What a change around from the start of the season. This is huge. Boro away. What's going to happen? And the Boro team is Matthew Hop up front. What a progression for the Welshman. Very good player. Marcus For's with him. Riley McGree, Matt Crooks and David Kinsombi. With Mark Bowler, Darragh Lenihan, Anthony, I've almost got it right. Dyke Steele, Dale Fry, almost 80 rated now with Isaiah Jones. And Joe Lumley in goal. I think he's like a hot potato. Sometimes good, sometimes not. As I'm hoping this result is good for us right here. There's the pass straight through the middle. Reggie Stone to just keep going with it. Into Coxey as he gets his shot off at Lumley. Low save in the 5th minute. Trying to spark something straight away as we'll whip this ball in. Just over everyone's head, but Scale gives it into Godwin. The centre-back trying his luck. Hits the chest of the defender. Need to start on the front foot in this one, and I think it may seem like we're going to do here. Let's try and stop them getting forward, as we do. Coyle into Marin Sverko, straight into Alex Mowat. Can't wait to see him playing this one. He's at Middlesbrough in real life, I think, as he hits the crossbar, and Coxey! What a save from Lumley! I tell you what, a starts go for a game. On the debut, in-game debut for Mowat, that was close as headed away from Dale Fry. Scales should get on the end of this one, and tackled, surely. Game isn't half lively as Scales coming back here to try and defend. Ball almost popped through. Sverko just to read that one. Diffuses that situation as it's round the corner into Fasayo Delibashiru. Now on to Mowat. Mowat's going to get that round the corner into Coxey, who can try and whip one into Cullen. He's injured apparently, but he can get his shot off and it's saved. It's saved. That means Duncan Watmore against the former club is going to have to make his way onto the field for Liam Cullen. Of course, we hope it's not a bad injury at all, as Marin almost underneath that one. Tried to play a bit of head tennis. Coxey gets it down. We don't get it clearly, but I tell you what, these first 25 minutes have been all us completely against this kind of team as well. It's brilliant. As a ball over the top straight into Coyle. Now into Delibashiru. Alex Mowat does like a long shot, but saved. Started so extremely well though as Scales threw that middle onto Mowat again. Him and Delibashiru's workhorses in midfield as he's running around here. Delibashiru tries to get the shot off. He'll still hook it out into Louis Coyle. He'll try and hook one in. Unfortunately, could not get the crossing, however. Back to Sverko. Round the corners. Can we whip this one deep in? That's a better ball towards Coxey. Reggie Stone to pick up on it. Now it's into Alex Mowat. Save down low. Tell you what, we're not doing bad here as it's back into Mowat again. Trying to get a shot off, but absolutely no luck for him right there. He's got defensive duties to take care of, as we do. Straight into Reggie Stone right here, though. A tackle is a good one. Almost half-time right now, and Louis Coyle chasing his man down this wing, making sure they don't really keep it as it's around us again. Got to make sure we're a little bit better defensively as there's the whistle. And with me thinking it was a half-time whistle, it wasn't. Now's the half-time whistle. 0-0, but 110% on top. And Louis Coyle with the ball right here. Straight into Delibashiru. Coyle is going to play a 1-2 with him right here. We need to try and get going a little bit. Coyle back on the ball, but intercepted right there as it's round his corner as well. Hope, or Hop, I don't even know how it's pronounced, that one, but it looks like Middlesbrough trying to keep the ball a little bit more in this second half. Of course, we are still going with this 5 at the back after shouts to change, and thoughts myself, we still haven't gone ahead and done it as a big chance. Oh, and that was a bit of a risky one. Scales has in fact let it go for a corner, and Louis Coyle's got injured. A horrific start to this second half. Josh Eccles to come on now for the captain. See if we can survive that little scare, because honestly I don't know why or don't like the way this is going, as we've got to get running here with Gleno. Gleno to cut back, as he does. Straight into Delibashiru, into him again. Overran. There's Jeremy Doku going to Liverpool. That's a decent signing as Eccles. Brilliant that. It's just prevented a corner, but it's actually a big move he's pulled off as Sverko's going to get running. Look at the Croatian go. This guy is a centre-back and Coxey is at the back stick. And it's in from him. I thought the advantage meant he was offside, but he isn't. Super Coxey is actually scoring goals a bit more consistently. And it is 1-0 us. That is A fantastic cross into the box and a fantastic goal just to grab over the head of everyone. And with the left peg, just skimmed off Lumley's gloves, but we'll take them. 20 minutes just to hang on right here at the Riverside. What a result. Away from home, we must add. After a domination in the first half, they're definitely in it in this second. But we've really grown into it ourselves as Reggie Stone offside. That was very unlucky from him. Still, boys, we need to set up. 15 minutes to go as we've won the header. Harry to pass that through the middle. Drilled it through the middle, in fact. But still, again, we've lost the ball. And now they've got to run on us a little bit. McGree into Hop round the corner. That's a chip over the top. A chest down. And Allsop with magical fingertips to save that shot. McGree, I think it was, who joined from Birmingham. What a save from Ryan Allsop, we must add, though. As they've tried to run around us a little bit, we've got to make sure they don't get level if we're going to get above them, as that's a save. Actually, I don't even know if it's possible that we go above them, but it's a big win. It's a huge win if we get it, as it's in the middle now. On to Duncan Watmore. Now on to Reggie Stone. Cutting away. Not keeping it, though. Come on, 5 minutes left. 5 minutes as we've got to defend. They've got the right side of us a little bit, but now Harry Clifton does get on this one, and he's not managed to pass it out correctly. So we'll pass it across. Marine Severco through that gap into Harry Clifton, who's going to get running down this side as well, as we get a ball around the corner here into Eccles. Eccles has got support in the middle. Tried to pass it in. Tried to pass it in twice, and that's poor from Josh, actually, but it should be almost game over, which is the main thing, and is the main result. Still, games to go today, but that is absolutely huge in terms of fighting at the top of the table. It's Chris Wilder's X-Men, it's Michael Carrick's men who have been beaten here by the Mariners, which should project us very close to the top 6. Good result, but then again, Louis Coyle, it's only 5 days actually, and Liam Cullen, 5 days. Right, so we've been quite lucky with that one, as I'll check them scout reports a bit later after we check the table. Look at that. It is goal difference now, keeping us out the top 6 with, what is it? It's 13 games still to go. So there is quite a while, but still, to be up there past halfway, a good solid chunk past halfway, is amazing. So Barnsley is, of course, what we slipped up on before as well, so I'm going to try and make sure we don't do it this time. Jasper Moon, the ex-player, is ready for this one. Eccles is ready to step in, because... oh, wait, the 5 days injuries have cleared up, but still, I might make a couple of changes, including Cullen coming out and Coyle, just to be sure. As Shepherd for Pritchard, I think I'll go with, because of course Coyle can't play centre-back, so we'll need a centre-back on the bench, and Eccles is already in the team, as that is the team that we're going to go with. Dan Cox, I can't believe it, he's actually on brilliant form right now. It just took a bit of motivating, didn't it? And of course scrutinising, but we'll forget about that, as hopefully not a result to forget about right here. Away from home, it is one to forget about. We lose 2-1 to Barnsley, the second time we've been beaten by the Reds. Godwin Malif with his second goal of the season before Mathis and Ajeti with the sinker. I can't believe it. We go and do magic against Boro, and then we go and do that as scout reports coming through. Proud. Won't always go our way, as don't get ahead of yourself, Carter Johnson. You're actually not in the team. Although you're happy now. Don't necessarily understand that one, as here we are. Position changes in the academy, however. I want to see these ones. What's happened with them? Have we got players? Yes, Hartley, who's gone to a 49 rated. And Griffiths a 56. Not to shout home about. Must be said, however, we've got some good looking players actually coming through that academy as... whoa, 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 hold your horses. I haven't made the team yet for Norwich, as I think there's got to be changes. And that is Coyle coming back in. And yes, you guessed it, Cullen. It worked. We changed it. It didn't work. We'll change it back, as now Hodgson 70 rated. You guys are probably kicking yourselves and screaming that I'm not putting him in the team, but Allsop is doing well. Yes, there was the Barnsley result, but still, I do trust him, as actually we've got positions to fill here in the defence, which we might do very soon. Going to put Jasper on the bench, although Doyle's coming good. Jasper Moon's here, been here a long time, and I don't really want to completely chuck him out of the squad. It would be harsh of him. I'm a big fan. But then again, he's getting left behind, neglecting the youth a little bit, so I'm going to do something, just so we don't slip away from using the players with potential. Bobby Dennis is finally getting into this team, and I'll promote Ewan Pratt. I mean, that means we've got a lot of cams, so I'm not going to promote Willis, but I might promote Brim Powell as well, just to have them three around the first team. I don't necessarily think it can do too much harm, as yes, showing you the team, showing you the promotions. Let's try and chase our own. Got to get Barnsley out of a system, as this is the lot that they bring to Freeman Street. Adamaida Milotrajiska, of course, joined Galatasaray in real life. Marcelo Nunez looks very decent. Marcos Antonio Silva Santos looks even better, with Kieran Dowell, cult hero, Zaidu Yusufu, Damasto, Kabak, Chust looks decent, Sam Byram and Angus Gunn now in net. They've changed the team a lot from the first time we played them. Hoping that doesn't make a change in the result, because of course last time, 2-1 victory. Let's get going, shall we? Nunez on the ball, chased down by Deli Bashiru. Gets it through again though, and now we've got to watch a little bit through that gap. Just read that pass though, as Alex Mowat now to come forward. Passing it across a little bit too much actually, because we've lost the ball in the end. Need to try and watch it a little bit through that gap. Severko, what a challenge. What a challenge from the Croatian. He's fitted very well here at Blundell Park, as Reggie Stone has an injury, but can he do something before he goes off? Because Coxey's through. He's in for another goal, and Gunn with a save. Thought he'd put it still back in his own net, as we need to win that. We almost do. And now I'm concerned about Reggie Stone. I'm going to try and take him off, as it's going to have to be John McAtee to come on, of course. The hero. The absolute hero, that man. As we need to try and get back and defend a little bit. Kieran Powell was the hero, who's playing for the opposite team here in the last Grimsby save. Pretty sure I said that the first time round at Carrow Road. But this time it's got to be McAtee. Has good passing, and what a finish. What a finish from Milot Rajika, I can tell. Yep. Only he can do that. Wonderful left peg, and that is it. That is us behind at home to this very strong Norwich team. Goal conceded and not savable at all for Ryan Allsop. Now, this ain't great against a team just pushing above us. He's, of course, occupying the playoffs that we want to be in, as Coyle to cut inside, gets his pass off into Liam Cullen. As we had a ball down the middle there I should have gone for. Still, last time we tried it didn't work for Coxey, as this is a good one though. McAtee into Cullen at the near post. He hits the outside of the post though, and how unlucky is that? Just got to get it a bit more right than that, as we tried to get a tackle in. Scales comes across to do so though, as Godwin. No, that's not good passing out. Scored in the last game, but don't let the ego get to us. We've got to watch him here. Scales gets a touch, but it's behind for a corner. Ooh, corner ball for them, as we've got to try and defend this one now. Kieran Dowell goes short into Marcus Antonio. Now Nunez on the end. Tackle from McAtee. And Alex Moore with the ball down the line there into Louis Coyle, as Coyle turns in the middle. Gets his pass off, and Adamaida's right side just before half-time here. That's a pointless mistake that we shouldn't be making, as we've got a tackle in and another tackle in. Come on, referee, blow your whistle. Severko's done well, but still, we carry on. And Milot Rajika can't repeat what he did. Frantic end. Not a good half. Must switch that up. Just really have to be better, as we'll backheel that. Coyle into Godwin Malif through the middle straight onto Cullen right there, who spins in a circle, onto Deli Bashiru. And that's found Coxey again. Can we get a goal straight away in this half? McAtee, although Reg Stone got injured and did score against Norwich last time, McAtee did the same. So I'm trusting Johnny. Scored a brace for Luton Town in the Youth Development Cup or something. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. But good on John McAtee. Good to see him back playing, as that's a quick turn from Ida. And wide. Getting lucky, you know, as Cullen going down this right-hand side into Coyle. I do see Coxey in the middle, but I don't think I'll reach him with a cross, as it's into McAtee. Don't know why he stepped back in. Really poor decision-making from John right there. We need to be better. Really not great, as now Adamaida passes that backwards. They did have an option through the middle. He's over-touched it, though, and Sverko, not a great touch, mate. There's now a corner ball for the the Canaries, should I say. As we've got to be good at the end of this game right here. It's across the middle. Ida almost got a touch on it. Severko as calm as you like, but still not cleared. It's onto Scales now. And we really need to get forward. Here he is, Scales through the middle. Coxey trying to run in behind, but McAtee, what are you doing? Gotta be better than that, Macca, as now they're going to get a shot on from range and a low down save. A good one as Duncan Watmore to come on. Still not going with James Goodwin. Still holding out on that youth player. I don't know why. I apologise, guys, but I don't want to play him in a game as big as this and him not settle in and blame himself as we've tackled them there. Alex Mowat with a dodgy decision though right there. He's gone a bit invisible in this game, I can't lie. There's another shot coming in. As I'm going to put Harry Clifton on, I've got to chuck players on. I really have, as the corner's going to come in again. Coxey's got to win that. He does, the small man. Straight onto McAtee, who's going to try and get running here. We've got Duncan Watmore in front of us. Man coming across to Dunk. We need to try and cut away from them, but good tackle. Quality of Norwich ultimately getting the better of us here as they've got a 3-on-1. Godwin coming across, it's into the middle, and Josh Meisner has led his team down big time, as now we've got to go quick. We've dragged the player's shot, which is probably an inconscientious bad decision from myself, as that's over the top. And look at Scales, he's running down this wing now, he thinks he's got the pace. McAtee over the top, terrible decision from Scales. Not on the same wavelength at all. Macca not getting enough game time to get on the same wavelength as Scales, as now they're going to attack us right at the end. I see the game slipping away, that Milot Rajika goal making the difference here. We still try to get there, get that pass off. No, it hasn't worked for Severco. Got to whack it forward, but I think, yep, game over. A brilliant 1-0 away win at Middlesbrough, but not at Norwich. Or not at Freeman Street against Norwich. They've done it to us what we did to Boro. Reggie Stone, hyperextended knee injury, 4 weeks. 4 weeks at a critical time of the season. Of course, we get an injury to our main player. It's typical of this squad, isn't it? As we're going to play Stoke as well. We lost to him in the cup. As Huesca want Ewan Pratt on loan. Now, that is an immediate rejection because they're not doing it with Hugo Stewart, our attacking midfielder, who is on loan at them right now. As Bryn Morris is back as well. Don't know really how he fits into this team at the moment. There's 5 chats. Are these all players asking to play? Oh my days. Louis Coyle is fit again. This isn't all about you, I'll say. Kilger, I'll decide on the team. McAtee, I'll come to the right decision because he probably does start. You're a big player, Louis Coyle. And Jasper Moon, I've got to make a decision. I upset most of them ones, which I did not like. As I know we just got beat, but I don't know what rotations we really do make. McAtee, and I think Maguire Drew might get his time to shine again. You can see the players down here. He does look a decent player, does Pratt. Very decent, but then again he's got that red shooting, which I don't really like. Bobby Dennis looks a solid one. Powell looks pretty decent. For 60 rated, they're decent stats, you know. They are very decent compared to like Goodwin, who's 67. Gonna make one more change as well, which is Cullen for Watmore, and I think that is it. Yes, no more thinking about it. Let's go Stoke City. And Stoke City, Tyrese Campbell, very good. Wright Phillips, of course. Oakley Booth. Soronya, what a player. Or, yeah, Sonora, I'll call it. Jordan Thompson, Liam McCarron, Connor Taylor, Ben Wilmot, Luke Badley Morgan, Tom Edwards, and Josef Bursic. Joseph, I don't know. It might just be Joseph. Might just be Joseph, as let's get stuck into this game, shall we? Scales coming ahead a little bit out of the defence. Of course, Gleno they tried to poach Gleno, should I phrase it correctly, as we've got the ball through into Deli Bashiru. Now Duncan Watmore, McAtee getting a full start. Can he prove his worth? I mean, not prove his worth, but prove his position in the team from the off a little bit more. And up that rating as he's got the ball falling to him. Alex Mowat from range. Good save from the keeper, however. Corner ball. Alex Mowat to whip this one in. It's just over McAtee. Still, though, we do keep the ball as Alex Mowat. That's a decent ball onto Duncan Watmore. What a header. But still saved from the keeper. I don't blame him for the header. It was brilliant as we almost got there again. Need to be promising from the get-go and keep the promise up, as that's easily Mowat's. Now into Dan Cox, going for one and just too much on it. A defeat to Stoke won't be the greatest, as now Coxey through the middle onto Watmore. Keeper's come a long way. Oh, and he's put it wide. Are you joking me? We should be 1 or 2-0 up. Close with that one, as that's coming across the field. Straight into Louis Coyle, who's going to blast that forward as well. And whoa! Dodgy challenge goes straight for the yellow, does the referee from that one. As the pass is quickly to Deli Bashiru. Can't keep it still. And now they're going to run at us a little bit. Deli Bashiru, we're trying to come across to. And trying to, well, not put a tackle in, but just shepherd him to making a mistake. But he's got past Deli. And now it's Coyle's duty to try and tackle him. Still half an hour in. Should have a lead. John McAtee here with a pass off into Duncan Watmore. And Duncan Watmore to cut back into Scales. Now into Alex Mowat. As he's going to put it over the top into Louis Coyle. Coyle straight into Watmore. Decent turn. McAtee. McAtee to try and jog it a little bit here. In the middle. Can't keep hold. But still, we've got the ball back straight into us. McAtee from range. And over. Tell you what, this is a more frustrating first half than the Middlesbrough game. Of course, we did get the goal in the Boro game, but I don't know. It just seems like their keeper's saving absolutely everything as that's through onto Wright Phillips. And Ryan Alsop right at the end of this first half has to pull out a save to keep us in the game. The cheek of him. As now they're going to whip in a ball. Dan Cox to blast that away on his head. Straight into John McAtee, who's going to get running himself. Don't think he's going to have long enough to actually keep on going. He's going to aim for the corner a little bit. Tries to cut back inside, but the whistle goes. It is 0-0. Good stuff, and we've just got to keep on going as Coyle straight into Alex Mowat. Straight for the middle onto John McAtee. So we've got to get passing a little bit now. Duncan Watmore. Cox is trying to make an option through. It's Watmore who's posed the biggest threat up front. I do like that change. As look at that, boys. They're making mistakes like that and we're not jumping on them. Or at least not putting the pressure on us. We're going to pass forward. Straight now onto Duncan Watmore. Watmore backwards into McAtee. McAtee's got to try and get this out wide a little bit. If he can. There's not really an option to do so. So we'll cut back into Deli Bashiru. Now into Dan Cox. Dan Cox will get that over the top. Straight into Gleno. Gleno to whip that in deep towards Watmore. And it'll fall into Mowat. Now into Deli Bashiru. Straight round the corner. Mowat into Deli Bashiru again. Unlucky. It's just not the ball falling in the back of the net for us at the moment. Or actually getting towards there because of the saves that the keeper's making. Or we're skying them. Can we make a difference here? Cox here with a little bit of a gap. And again, the man does eventually get the little block in there as, let's go for it, Maguire Drew. Hate to say it, really do. But McAtee not having a good game today, so that's a change. As we'll put Cullen on as well for Duncan Watmore. A double substitution going ahead as now Mowat will try and lift that onto Scales' head, but a good save from Bursick. She's been took out of this game a little bit, and ultimately I do think it has got that 0-0 draw written all over it, which I hate to say as Gleno following up on his tackle. A man stayed down right there as they're getting down Gleno's side. Scales, block. Still not really got it though, and they don't keep the ball in. Alex Mowat on the ball through that middle onto Cullen as Maguire Drew is there. But we're still going to go out wide into Coyle, and Cox is at the back post. But Maguire Drew, it beats the keeper to it, and he loves late goals. A somewhat, yes I'll say it, even though I'm the manager, forgotten man at the club. He's been here since day dot, and he has come up with a big goal to try and turn it around into a playoff team, a playoff chasing side. I can't speak when big things like this happen. Talking of big things, Bursick should have caught that, but he doesn't, and it's headed in. We absolutely love to see it happen as Godwin rounded. Come on, boys. We just keep us heads on this. This is a big win if it happens. And they've got a draw. We've got ahead of ourselves. That is the most embarrassing celebration I've ever done because it's ultimately led to that. All comes from Coyle a little bit, letting the cross come in. Godwin came out a bit too much. And Sverko and Scales cannot get together to mark a man. A youngster off the bench getting it. Badley Morgan. He might have started the game actually, but still. Not happy with that one because the whistle's going to go any moment. There we go. His first goal of the season. First goal in a Stoke shirt, I'm probably sure of us. We move on from that. Not a good game of football. And that result sees us sit 8th, but look at the difference between us and the playoffs now, man. I mean, we do have a game in hand actually, which I'm not taking into account, but 5 points it would be. Still, QPR have got a game in hand over us as well. Oh, that win. That win would have took us, if we won this game in hand, 3 points off of them. And we've got to beat Birmingham now, because I think a slip-up and we are quite a little bit out of the chase, I must say, as gutted. It doesn't always go our way, but McAtee, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry to say, it hurts to say, but you was not good in that game. As Real Oviedo wanting Pratt on loan, that is one I will accept. I'll just stick loan to buys on them all. Of course, we can recall them before they buy them, and if they don't reach the potential, the other clubs can have them for money. There we go, as it's actually took the captaincy off of Coyle. There we go, we'll give him that straight back, thank you very much. And Maguire Drew can go in. Played well, didn't he? And we'll go with, not Eccles, we'll go with Moon. Yeah, we'll go with Moon. Shove him straight into the team. So weaker changes on paper, but still going with it. Hoping for a better result. Really hoping for a good one. Birmingham midweek. We got it last time. They've got a more tired team than us as we lose the game still. The optimism that came from the Middlesbrough game to be squashed like this. Lecco with a brace. Telly Bashira with one. Not a good result, as I think that brings us up to the end. It's Watford, it's QPR, it's Luton who thrashed us. It's back to 10th spot in this division. That's really haunting us. Middlesbrough were down there as well. Ugh, that looks pretty painful. With less than 10 games to go now. It's not too great, is it? It's not too great. How many games have we actually got left? We should have 9 games? Yeah, 9 games. So that's 2 episodes left of this save. Or not the save, the series. Not the series, the season. Oh my days. We're not ending the Grimsby to glory after we don't get promoted. Don't you worry, but it is looking very unlikely. So this is the point I will take to say. I've got loads of players being scouted. But suggest comments down below for players. Of course, I know you guys do, and I do scout them, but please, if you do have any more, get them shoved down below. I cannot sign them all. I apologise for that. I can only sign 1 or 2, matter in fact, but if you don't tell me some suggestions, of course, I won't know them at all. So, I would appreciate any. As thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Unfortunately, it is the end as well. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well. That was very cringy what I just did there, as I will see you all in a bit before the next one. No bearded Max, over and out. Peace.